John Turner has lived in Valley Center for 14 years.
When I hear about the cutting the red tape to sort of expedite decisions about land use, especially in rural areas like Valley Center, I'm very concerned that the people in Valley Center will end up not having the greatest input into that land use. It's not like people in Valley Center are against development, but it's got to be prudent and it's got to be over a thought-out period of time. It can't be just done for economic reasons because the county needs tax dollars or that there's a proposal that this will create so many jobs.
Hans Britsch nearly lost his home 4 years ago when plans surfaced for a road that would have cut right through his cactus farm to a new development that wasn't even permitted.
They were cutting through our property, through our home. So at our expense, they were trying to develop their development. And so, after a lot of fighting, 3 years of fighting, we were able to finally get the road off the map. But without the help of the planning group and all the people we've met and were knowledgeable in the process, it would never have been possible.
The population of San Diego County is going to grow by about 1 million people in the next 20 years. So the big question is, where are all those people going to live? Here in rural Valley Center, the population is going to double. And the planning group has been playing a crucial role in deciding how that growth can happen.
So this is where the North Village is slated to go in. Right here is going to be a shopping center. Then there's going to be a stream where the oaks are, so all the oaks will be preserved. We're the ones on the ground. We know our community. We know what people want. We know what will sell in our community. And we work with a developer to come up with something that is a much better product than they could have come up by themselves. And we do it for free.
This major new development will bring 800 new homes and 400,000 square feet of commercial space to Valley Center. The developer, Gaughan, says he's saved money by holding public workshops put on by the planning group.
It's so important that the information that we receive early on, before we really start drawing anything, helps us design and really give the community something they want, instead of going through a process that we think they might want, and then finding out after we spend all our money, which is in some cases hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, to find out it's something they don't want. We basically look at the oak trees that you see here in the background. We incorporate all these different types of oak trees, carefully watching the environment, and we incorporate all those oak trees into our design. There are some projects that are being denied. These type of projects are people that are basically coming in and trying to force in their idea instead of the idea of what the people that live there, that have to live with it.
But civil engineer Ivan Fox says some land developers have found it impossible to work cooperatively with planning groups.
Sometimes we use a term of caves. Maybe you've heard that. That's citizens against virtually everything.
Fox is in favor of a red tape task force recommendation to eliminate planning groups and instead have more limited public input only in the early stages of a project.
I want to remove the high cost. There's a tremendous cost associated with land development, and I don't think in the end we end up with a better product. We just end up with a more expensive product.
Supervisor Bill Horn, who initiated the Red Tape Reduction Task Force, knows there's too much support for local planning groups to eliminate them altogether, but he would like to limit their role.
These communities can still have their planning group. I think the issue here is liability.
If you look at everything that he has done, it makes you very suspicious that we know he's very property rights, and it makes you suspicious that he wants to curtail the democratic process so that the developers can get their projects in more quickly.
A lot of people are too busy with their own lives, much less have time to have input to go to meetings. People are raising kids, they're taking care of their families, trying to make a living in a very difficult environment. And when you shorten the process down and eliminate some of that input, I think what you get is a very bad decision.